Welcome back to Shemsuniverse. So today, guys, we're going to discuss life path number 6 in Chaldean numerology. So the life path 6 is considered in Chaldean numerology the luckiest life path that you can have. These guys do have great artistic gifts. They're able to write. They can be great orators. They have a very special magnetism that attracts very good circumstances to them naturally without any effort on their part. So this does make them a very, very special number. I would consider this number to be the ultimate karmic reward. Your life isn't too stressful, and you would end up overcoming most of your obstacles either through your network or just by your own due diligence. The number 6 has the feminine version of the number 3. We discussed the number 3 as being the masculine winner mentality. Number 1 had the feminine winner mentality, but the number 3 was considered to be a positive eon, a positive sort of energy that likes to expand and go full force and get things done. Whereas the number 6 is about receiving blessings and receiving things simply by thinking about them. That's how their manifestation works, essentially. So with the 6, they're very much able to have a lot of control over their fate by controlling their thoughts and just being disciplined. Once they stick with things, the circumstances will more so come to them. 3 has a very, very good luck as well because they're part of the heavenly triad. The only difference is that 3 has to put in a little bit more effort, a little bit more of that masculine mentality of going out there and getting the circumstance set up and getting their networks, whereas the 6, a lot of the times these things can really fall in their lap. So of course, just like with the other numbers, there's compound versions of the life path number 6, so that's what I'm going to go over today. The first one I want to cover is the number 15. This is a very powerful life path number to have. The 15 with the 6 just simply means that this person's a great leader, do the number 1. They're able to socially network very well, do the number 5, and then that adds to 6. So all 3 of these numbers are very, very positive, giving these guys very positive results. When the number 15 shows up in Chaldean numerology, it means that somebody's willing to use any sort of magic to get what they want. That includes black magic. These people are very much able to attain very, very big things in business and in the artistic world. So for instance, like these are the type of people that open up like dance schools. They're able to be producers. They can end up doing things in the music industry. Anything that revolves around the art business, they'll be able to do. The industry is definitely very inviting to them, but they end up really monopolizing the industry by creating business within it. Because they have that number 1 there, they end up taking charge and doing things that brings other celebrities to them. So this makes you do kind of everything on a bigger scale, and it makes people wonder like how you're able to get things at the speed in which you are getting it due to the number 5. So it's a very, very great number. If you have like malefic numbers in your chart aside from that, meaning as your birth number or name number, you'll more so be on the bad side with the number 6, even with it's the 15. And what would happen per se is if you have like an 8 as like a birth number and then a life path 6, what you find is that like there's certain rappers, like if you guys know rappers like G Herbo from Chicago, he has that sort of birth combination, but it still made him very, very famous, except he's more of about the sort of, I guess, gangster world in comparison to the regular celebrity who just has a very good face image. He has more of like a bad image, but it still propels him in his career. So the 6, either if you do good or bad, will still give you great components of success. As long as you're doing something productive, it will still lead you down the right path. It also does talk about being able to do things like in medicine and also with psychology. The 15/6 makes you very receptive in that sense. So on your life path, you definitely have a very great attraction to that. But the biggest thing overall is that you guys are able to just attract careers that pay a lot of money. And that it sort of is the one makes you kind of have that crown on where you're definitely going to be in charge. So that's definitely things to look out for. And if you are on this life path, make sure that you are following that, making sure you are appeasing the number 1, you're in charge of what you're doing, at least you're in charge of yourself. And then the number 5, meaning you get to network, make sure your business is interpersonal. And the number 6, make sure it's creative. Make sure it's something that you're not going to be doing the same thing repetitively every day. Once you master those 3 components, life path 15/6 is pretty much mastered. The next one is the life path 24. 24 is very good luck. These type of people you want to sit down, have a beer with, relax. The 2, of course, makes you very diplomatic, very receptive. The 4 makes you pragmatic. So and then you get the number 6, which is all about utilizing different situations and attracting great fortune. So number 24 is definitely considered in the Vedic numerology. It's sort of like an ascension of the 6. It really actually brings out some of the best qualities of it because it has the pragmatism there to back up its creativity. And then the 2 also makes them very, very likable and diplomatic. The thing to watch out with if you know somebody that's a life path 24/6, that they can be kind of one of the most manipulative people due to the fact that they come across as very easygoing, not much of a threat. And because of that, they kind of come across as someone that you can just put all your trust in. Make sure you watch out for that. The life path 24/6 is definitely preordained to be successful, but they can come across as that wolf in sheep's clothing in other people's lives. Ideal things for them would be definitely music as well. But another avenue for them would also be within politics. I say that for this six specifically because they have the 2 there, which makes them get along with the people, and the people feel like they're going to see things from their perspective. So that gives them that sort of advantage in that sense. The next one's the most famous 6, I would say, the number 33. All of us know about the master numbers, of course. 33 is like a great karmic reward in Chaldean numerology. The 11 to 22 doesn't really get a good rap with them, but the 33 does, because it's 2 threes, which goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning of the video. The masculine energy of the 3 aligning with the 6 makes them very, very powerful. So even though the 6 sometimes could be a little bit undisciplined, not so structured, the 3 has the structure that the 6 lacks. So the 3 is going to make sure that this person is taking a lot of action. They're going to have double Jupiter energy, meaning a lot of expansion and growth. And then this leads them to actually do, I'd say, things that people would think are just unrealizable, that you cannot attain. The number 33 is the master teacher. They're definitely able to get that done. So on both Pythagorean and the Chaldean numerology perspective, they're both very much able to get these things done, and they are willing to put in the work. The 3 gives them that sort of extra energy, and the 6 gives them the good luck on the path. The final one is the number 42. When I look at the number 42, it's really, really similar just to the 24. Same type of thing, except they're just a little bit more pragmatic. They actually will come across a little bit more ruthless. So if you meet somebody that has a 42/6 as their destiny number / life path number, understand that the only difference you're going to see between them and the 24 person is that the 42 is not going to have the mask on that the 24 person would. The person with the life path 24 might just come across as really nice, even though they're using you. The 42 person might just be a little bit more blunt about it, make a sarcastic joke, and you guys just get over it. But that's just how it goes. Aside from that, that should conclude the video, guys. That is all of the compound numbers for the life path number 6 that are available. Like I said, the name numbers, it's a bit different. It does go up higher, but with life paths, it only stops at about 45, and that's where they cut it. But if you guys have any questions whatsoever regarding the life path number 6 or any of the compound numbers that I've discussed in the video, just please leave a comment for me. Aside from that, like, subscribe. Holla me over today, guys. Peace.